Hi everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. I hope everyone had a good day yesterday. My project today is a very large box. Someone on my comments has been asking me for a 2-inch box for a while. So this is as big a box as I can get. It uses the whole 11 by 8.5 inch cardstock. Alrighty, so I'm using the Festive Fun stamp set along with the Radiating Stitches dies for this shape here. The box measures 3 1/4 by 6 1/4 by 2 inches. All right, and I don't have anything in here, but you can fit a bunch of stuff. Okay, it's pretty big in there. A lot of little goodies or some ribbon and lots of stuff. All right, it's got a pretty big area in there. Okay, so again, Festive and Fun stamp set. This is a cling stamp set. There's no dies with this. That's why I use the Radiating Stitches die. I am using our blends to color it in, and I just wanted to thank a couple people. I have one more card that is upstairs and I couldn't find it, but I know I will find it. But this card was from Mary. Thank you so much. I appreciate this so much. And she sent me a little gift. You really didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So cute with her truck. And this one is so pretty too. It's from Kristen. Thank you so much. So beautiful. This one came about 2 months ago, I think, maybe a little less. And I just love it. Thank you so much. Okay, so what we need for this project is some basic white for stamping, a full sheet of real red cardstock, 8.5 by 11. I'm using, again, the Merry, Bold, and Bright Designer Series paper. We need 2 that are 3 by 4.5, 2 that are 1 3/4 by 4.5, and 2 that are 3/4 by 3. Right, and then we just need a scrap of real red to do the sentiment with that. This is my host code. Please put that in for any purchases under $150. Alrighty. All right, we're going to start on the 11-inch side first. And, okay, score at 2, 5 1/4, 7 1/4, and 10 1/2. Turn to the 8.5 inch side and score at 2, 6 3/4, and 7 3/4. All right. And then this top one, we're just going to fold back a little because that's our top right here. And then the rest I'm going to fold and burnish. Okay. How this is the skinniest rectangle is over here. There is a 2-inch strip at the bottom and a 3/4 inch strip at the top. And this is what we're going to do. It's all cutting mostly on the bottom. And then we just take a little wedge off of the top. All right, so I'm going to start over here. Go to the first score line. Cut it to the first score line. And wedge both sides of the square. Oops. Go to the next score line and cut it to the first score line. Next score line, cut it to the first score line and wedge this square. Okay, go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line and wedge up into that skinny rectangle. Okay, now turn it around so that the skinniest rectangle is over here now. And all we're going to do is wedge up into that edge, and that's it. This is what your cardstock should look like after you're done scoring and cutting. Okay, I'm going to get tear and tape and put it on what's left of the skinniest rectangle next to the score line. Take your pick tool and get the backing off. Okay, flip it over. Flip over the side with the tape and then the other side to meet it. This is our back with the seam. I'm going to put some glue on these tabs and then pull the back piece down and put some glue on the back of this front one and push that forward. Make sure your sides are straight. And then also make sure that these huge tabs that are at the bottom are nicely pushed down. Okay, now we need our DSP. And the two pieces that are 3 by 4.5 are going on the front and the back. The two pieces that are 1 3/4 by 4.5 right here and here. And the pieces that are 3/4 by 3 are going to go on these top, front, and back pieces. All right, and I'm going to put them all on with liquid glue. Okay, so now we'll let that dry, and we're going to do our stamping. So we need our piece of basic white, some Tuxedo Black ink, and our giraffe and tree, which giraffes are one of my favorite animals. I love elephants, giraffes, otters, and of course my favorite's dogs and cats. I like cats, I'm just very allergic. Okay. And then just make sure that you leave enough room for us to cut it out. Great. And then I'm going to take this bigger of the one that's in the middle, actually, of the rectangles. The rectangle measures 2 5/8 by 4. And I'm going to cut that out and I'll be right back. Okay, so there's our image. And then I also need the sentiment that says Happy Christmas Wishes and Tuxedo Black. And I have a piece of real red cardstock. I don't know if this will fit. Yeah, it will. Let's see if I can get it on there. Perfect. Okay. And we'll cut that up in a little while. All right. I'm using light and dark Daffodil Delight, light and dark Granny Apple Green, dark Pecan Pie, light and dark Crumb Cake, and dark Real Red. All right, so let's start with the dark Pecan Pie, and I'm going to do all of the giraffe spots. Then I'm going to take dark Daffodil Delight, and I'm just going to go on the bottom of his mouth, bottom of his ear, and then just at the bottom of these little hairs that stick off the back, bottom of his arms, and then the back of his belly here, down the back of his leg, and the other leg, and a little bit at the very bottom of their legs. Okay, and then I'm just gonna maybe under his chin too. And I'm just gonna color the rest of the giraffe with light Daffodil Delight. And then we're gonna do the tree with light and dark Granny Apple Green. I'm gonna take the dark first, and I'm gonna go on the left side of the branches and just draw a line, and then just underneath all of the inside branches here. Okay, and then I'm going to fill in the rest of the tree with light Granny Apple Green. And also Granny Apple Green, I'm going to do the, is this dark or light? This is light. I'm going to switch back to dark Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to do the holly leaves the bow on the tree. I'm sorry, on the bottom bucket on the tree. And two of the balls that are in this box here. Okay. Oops, and the one right here. Okay. I also forgot Dark Daffodil Delight, the star. All right. Now we need dark real red. And we're going to do his hat. I'm going to leave the brim alone and the pom-pom alone. I'm going to do the rest of the Christmas balls and the holly berries. And also the bucket. Okay, I'm going to bring back the pecan pie and do his hooves or feet, whichever you want to call it. Now with dark crumb cake, I'm going to do the trunk, and I'm just going to do the handle. I'm going to put a little bit of light here at the front, and then do the side and the bottom of this box, and then fill that in with light crumb cake. Okay. Okie dokie. All right, now we're going to bring our box back in, and I'm going to pinch and push with my pointer and squeeze with the rest, and it'll just make the sides go in nicely all on their own. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. I'm going to put quite a few because it's big. All right, make sure which one is the front. And put this on nicely centered. All right. Okay, my camera went out, but all I did was cut apart the sentiment into the three words separately, and I cut them pretty closely to the actual words. All right, so what we're going to do with these is I'm going to do Christmas first. We're going to put them over here. And I don't want to put it on too thick, so I think I'm going to do one and then just kind of spread it down a little bit. And I'm going to put Christmas right about here. It's going to stick off just a little bit. Just like that. And then I'll put happy above it and wishes below it. About 1/8 of an inch in between. And I put them centered above the Christmas. Okay. Alrighty. Now for the bow on the clip. These clips I got from Walmart. I think they were $3 and change. There's 40 of them in the aisle that has their copy paper and all of that. Alright, so I'm going to use the burlap ribbon. This is the one that's in the real red and burlap ribbon combo pack. I'm going to open this. And I'm going to insert the ribbon into the clip, and I want to tie the bow on the front side, this way, on the front side of our clip. Okay, so I'm just going to manipulate it so that the ribbon is flat, kind of, when the clip is flat. And then I'm just going to tie a knot first. And then I'm just going to tie a bow. And just keep twisting it and manipulating it until it's nice how you want it. Okay, and then I'm just going to clip the ends. Oops. All right. Then you put in whatever you want. Let's see, I have this big thing of glitter. Yeah, that will fit in there with a lot of space on the side. Oh, it was open. Oh no, this is bad. Oh goodness gracious. All right, now that I have glitter everywhere, I think I got most of it, but it's going to be showing up for weeks now at least. Okay, all right, so now we put our bow on our clip, and then we want to just open it up after we put all of our glitter in there, if you want that, to give that as a gift. And then just clip it down. There we go. More glitter. Okay. Then for the final touch, I used some gold blooming pearls. And I'm going to put a small one down on the middle of the bow on the Christmas tree. A big one right there. And another small one a little above it. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I would love it if you would please subscribe and hit the like button. That really helps my channel grow because it'll show to more people the more likes I get. Alrighty, if you have any questions, my email is below, along with the link to my blog and the link to my shop, along with the link to my Facebook group, which I put some announcements down on that. Alrighty, have a great day, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.